Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. So we have made the simple design of this one, right? So let's try to enhance this events app project a little bit. What I want to tell you, what I want to show you is, so let's add some coloring effect to these next buttons and previous button. So for this one, what I will do is, I will apply the style here, and in this style, we will apply background color, like this we need to apply. And for this background color, I will apply #7950F2, anything, whatever it may be. Okay, and I will apply color of white, #FFF. So this is the color which I want to try. So here you will be able to see the previous button, the color has been affected. Now the same coloring effect, I want to apply it for the next button also. I am applying for the next button also. So the next button also looks similar like this only. Now we have completed the first thing. Now let's implement these steps one also. So when I want to implement the coloring effect for this one, I will apply class name is equal to active. So here I want to apply class name is equal to active. So for this active class, we will write this coloring effect. The same color we will write it. We will implement the same color in the app.css. So the numbers which is having an active class, then the background color will be the same thing, #7950F2. I will apply the same color, and also the color I will apply it as an #FFF. That's it. So we have applied the colors for this one, and also we are able to see the coloring, same coloring effect here also. So everything is looking fine, right? Now in the app.js, let's go into the app.js. What I want to do is, I will define some messages. So here we will be having some messages. Depending on the step, we need to show that particular message. So let's have some messages. For the time being, I will create it here. Constant messages is equal to, so the first one is learn React. Okay, so after learning the React, what we need to do? So we need to apply for new jobs. So after learning, and after, so n new income. So these are the three steps which I want to show. So these messages I want to show it here. So for this one, what we can do is, I can have a variable something like constant step is equal to 1. The first step we will be showing, the current step is 1. And here in this hello world, I need to show the step. So here I can write step. So step 1, that is nothing but what I can say is constant step, and here I will be writing messages. I need to show it, right? Messages of, so it should be step -1. Fine, right? So this should be okay. This also should be in like this. Yeah. Now this looks somewhat fine. So now we are able to see step 1 and learn React. We are able to show it. Now when the step is 2, then what it should be? So here it should be step 2, apply for new jobs. Yes, it's coming. And when I am on 3, then it should be step 3 and new income. So we are able to see. So when we are in the step 2, both step 1 and step 2 should be highlighted. When we are on the step 3 should be highlighted, and step 2, step 1 also should be highlighted. So for this reason, we need to make this active class dynamic. So what I can do, so let's move into the JavaScript mode in the JSX, and here I will be writing like this. So here $of like this I will write it. Now when step is greater than or equal to 1, then I need to apply an active class. Okay, then I need to apply an active class. What's happened to this one? Okay, then I need to apply an active class. This has moved to the next line. Actually, that is the problem. Then I need to apply an active class, or otherwise I need to leave it as an empty. That's it. So we are able to get it step 1. The same thing I will apply here for the second step also. Let's copy the same thing here also, and let's copy the same thing here also. So this should be something like greater than or equal to 2, and this should be greater than or equal to 3. Okay, we have applied this one. Now the current step is 2, right? 3, right? So now we are able to see active class has been applied for the 2 things, for the 3 steps. Now if I make it as a 2 means only 2 steps should be applied. 1 and 2 should be in green, 3 should be in gray color. Yes, it's correctly applied. If you go and see the inspect element, let's try to see the inspect element for this one. Oh, what is this? It has opened, very big one. Let's make it as a dock to that one. Here, let's remove this one. Yeah, here the active class has been applied to the 2 steps, but for the 3rd step only the class, the name has been applied, but the class value, that is nothing but active class, is not applied. So fine, that's fine. So this the setup has been successfully, we did it. Now what I want to do is, so here the step needs to be incremented through the click of this button, okay, through the event listeners. So first we will learn about the on-click event listener, how we can implement it for the button. So generally in the on-click, what we will be trying to do is, so if you want to implement an on-click, here you will be writing for the button on-click. C should be capital, it should be a camel case letters. Normally in the plain JavaScript, what you will try to do is on-click, you will write it like this. But here it should be something like on-click, okay, on-click, and here it should go into the JavaScript mode, and here you need to call a callback function. And here I can call it as an alert previous. Okay, so that's it. So we have implemented a callback function. Whenever we click on this button, a function will be executed, and in that function we have a method such that alert previous will be fired. Now if I click on this previous, see, we are able to see an alert. Now if I click on the OK, so it's done. So the same thing if I want to write for the next thing. So here I can write on click is equal to, this time what I will try to do is I will write alert next. So what will happen? What could be the output? This is also fine, right? So now if you try to see the output for this one, if I refresh this page, see, at the starting of the page only we are able to see the next. Now when I click OK, so it's coming. Now when I click on this next, it will not work. Why? Because, so normally in the React functional apps, when it is trying to execute the function, it will go on, read all this function and all those things. And here it has seen this execution of this alert. So what it will think is, okay, I need to execute this function as soon as I load this component. So as soon as this loads this component, it will execute this alert function without waiting for the user click. So for this one, what we need to do is we need to give a callback function. Okay, then it will realize that, okay, so whenever the user clicks on this one, I need to execute this method. So now we are giving a callback function. Now when you click on this next, now you will be able to see the next alert, previous alert. Now it will always listen to the on-click event, and whenever this on-click event is fired, it will automatically execute the function here. So this is the method, this is the concept you need to remember in the React components when you are trying to implement the event listeners. So for this one, what we can do is, instead of writing there, we can also create a functions here. Function next, we can implement it here, and in this one I can write alert next. We can also implement the alert next. And the same scenario we can write here function previous, and here also you can write it alert previous. So we can also implement it like this. Now we need to call these functions. So here, in order to call these functions, again what you need to do is, so remember that, so for this previous is there, right? So you should call only the reference of this method. So don't keep a brackets here. That means automatically the execution of the function will take place. So now here the previous, and we need to keep this one as an next. Okay, that's it. So now if you try to see the output, the same output we will be able to see the same thing. If you refresh this page, the same thing it will be happen. The same thing it will be happen. So it is executing. Yeah, here if I click on the previous, the same thing it will happen. Now for example, let's say that when you use this like this previous, now see, immediately when the component is loaded, automatically you will be able to see the previous button. Without clicking on this button, we are able to see a previous. This should not happen. So for example, if you want to call like this means, then again you need to use a callback function like this. So you need to use a callback function. Now the same output. So previously how you are using as a reference, so this is one and the same like this. So now you are using a callback function. Inside the function you are calling this function. So that is not a problem. Now if you click on the previous, this one works without any problem. So this is the concept which you need to remember. And another thing before closing of this one, what I want to tell you is, we can also write the multiple event handlers to a specific element. So for example, let's say that for this one we have an on click event. You can also write another event listener also, like on mouse enter. On mouse enter. If I want to write on mouse enter, So same thing. So here you can write it something like alert test. That's it, will work, not a problem. So now here we have a 2-click event listeners for this element. That is, first one is on click event listener, and also another one is an on mouse enter. Now if I enter the mouse into the previous button, immediately text will be executed. Now if I move here, immediately it will be executed. So like this you can write the multiple event listeners also. So this is all the project setup, and we have had the basic introduction of the event listeners. Now we have a basic knowledge about the event listeners, how we can write the event listeners in the React. Let's try to implement these event listeners in a meaningful way, so which could be helpful for this project. So let's try to implement from this one in the next video. So hope you understood about this, all the event listeners and all those things, and the project setup also I have did it. Now what I will do is I will commit this all the code in a new branch, that is nothing but video-18. So whoever may be having a doubts or anything, so they can go and refer to this code. So here what I have did it, I have implemented the event listeners. Event listeners. So I have committed this code. So whoever may be having a doubt or anything, so they can go to my React 18 course. So the link is provided in the description below of the every video. So whenever you get a doubt of implementing this project, which I am trying to do it, if you want to refer the code means, so directly you can go to this branch and you can refer the code. Whatever the video you are watching, you can go to that particular branch of that video and you can watch it. The link is provided in the description below. So that's it, guys. So in the next video we will see the implementation of the project in more way. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.